Hey guys, we're gonna switch things up today and talk about Pokemon. It's a big year for Pokemon with it being the 30th anniversary and it being more popular than ever. I mean, Logan Paul just sold that Pikachu Illustrator card for over $10 million. I don't know the exact amount. Obviously, it should have been PSA 10, but yeah, I hate that guy. But we're not focusing on the cards much this video. We're going to be focusing on the games. Gen 10's right around the corner. It should be announced soon, probably, or maybe not. I don't know the correct timeline, but probably come out either late this year, early next year, something like that. We're going to talk about what I personally want from this game. Let's just get right into it. I'm not fully up to date on leaks. Back in the Scarlet Violet, right before it came out, I was big into it. But really, all that ever led to was me being pretty disappointed. Because, like, when the leaks weren't true, it was like, oh, that sucks, whatever. And then when they were, it just, I got spoiled. It's not very fun. So right now I'm trying to keep away from that stuff so that I can keep the game a surprise, So maybe some of the stuff I'm saying will be seen kind of stupid, but, it's just my opinions coming out of my head. But yeah, this is Generation 10. 10's a big number. 30th anniversary, they're lining up. This has to be a big game, It needs to be a celebration of all Pokemon history. First way I could do that is just having some returning characters. I don't mean that they have to be like main characters in the storyline, but like just some cameos would be nice. Who those people would be will probably be based on where the region is. I mean, really, it could technically be anyone, no matter where it is, because people, vacation, travel, whatever, but But on the topic of region, I'm not really too opinionated. I trust them wherever they choose to make the region, they're gonna do it well. Although I would prefer it not be Europe again. Being super selfish, as an American, I'd like America. Where in America? I don't know. There's a lot here, you could do whatever. Yeah, that's just the selfish part of me talking. Otherwise, I'd want Greece, which I know is in Europe, but I love Greece. Almost a year ago, I went to a vacation in Greece. It was so awesome. As a Christian myself, it's fun to get to see all the biblical sites, but also all the other history was really awesome. One of my favorite parts was the islands, Santorini, whatever. Oh my gosh, there's this picture I've had as my lock screen for so long, where it's a picture I took from the windmill I was staying in. It's just so beautiful. I am also 1/16th Greek, so I mean, I'm basically full-blooded Kratos, But yeah, the region doesn't matter a whole lot to me, because even if they pick a place where I don't really care about it, they'll make it cool. Like England, been there. I don't like England whatsoever. Galar, it's pretty cool region still. So in the end, doesn't really matter to me, as long as it's not completely boring. But that's not gonna happen. But wherever they do, they really need to make sure they take a step up from Scarlet and Violet, make it actually look pretty visually good. I don't mean like Unreal Engine slop, obviously. I mean, it has to look good for Pokemon. Pokemon's supposed to have like a cartoony style and that's supposed to be super realistic. I think they took a really good step towards that in Legends ZA, but I mean, there's a lot of problems with that. It's alright though. They can make some improvements in an actual mainline game. Leaning into the cartoony is a good thing. I just hope they don't have like those terrible regions where it's just the most unappealing looking, like the Red Rock region in Paldea. That was terrible. I don't know. Hopefully they do it well. If they do Greece, it would be really awesome because, I mean, you got the beauty of the mainland, then the islands, oh my gosh, and the volcanoes. There's just so much to take from that. But I mean, since I mentioned ZA a little bit there, we gotta talk about battling. As we know, ZA changed it a lot. And it was really fun in that game. The freeform really breathed a lot of new life into it. It was pretty great. But I mean, we don't want that completely for the mainline games. It's fun for a spin-off, sure, but I want normal Pokemon combat. I think it would be cool if they had the freeform battling in some parts, but for the most part, I mean, gym leaders, dungeons, whatever else, like normal Pokemon battling is pretty fun. Just the turn-based, not having to panic spam a bunch of moves. Something I did like in ZA were the battle zones. I know that doesn't really translate over, but I mean, it was like how in the older games where a trainer sees you and they're like, yeah, you're dead, I'm fighting you. I would like that to come back. Scarlet and Violet, you had to like go up to the trainers, I'm pretty sure, which, I mean, I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the way it was, and, that's not as fun, to be honest. Like, sure, it was in some parts of the game where I just really wanted to go past, but in spots where it's supposed to be a lot more difficult and everything, I feel like it should be mandatory to fight these people. I think it should be the same way for some parts of Pokemon. Like if you're in a dungeon or something, in like a cave, I feel like they should just be able to swoop down and fight you, you know? It should be difficult to get through some areas. Random encounters can add a lot of life to the game, make it a lot more enjoyable, a lot more sucky, but also a lot more enjoyable. And I mean, you can just use repels and stuff to get them to go away, so I think it's fine. I mean, on the topic of battling, we gotta talk about generational gimmicks. You know, it's really hard, because they did start off with the best one the first time they did it. I mean, we can all agree, Dynamax, Z moves, whatever, I can't even remember what, terrestrialization. None of those are as good as Mega Evolution. They really hit it out of the park with the first one. I've just been trying to get as good. To be honest, I really did not like terrestrialization. I mean, don't get me wrong, I loved it in combat. Like that was being able to like change the type and everything. That's one of the most interesting things they've done with these. The thing is, I hated the way it looked. Like, I feel like it could have done so much better. It's just like a giant hat they wear. They turn all crystally, like stained glass window, and then they wear a hat. It looked so silly. I know Pokemon is silly, but like, come on. Can we like try it a little bit harder? I know, no, they definitely tried hard. The designers put so much work into that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I just personally didn't like it. If you did, that's awesome. I don't like it in game. I don't like it in Pokemon cards. But that's just a personal opinion. For me, Pokemon's mostly about aesthetic. I think Pokemon look cool. I mean, that's why I shiny hunt, which that's another thing we gotta talk about. We can all agree it's way too easy nowadays. These past games have just been getting easier and easier. And now we have Legends ZA, where it's just impossible to ignore how easy it is. Literally an hour ago, I wasn't even shiny hunting or anything. I don't have the shiny charm. I was just playing the game. I walk, oh, the Pidgey right there. About 2 minutes later, I'm up on top of a building. I hear, and then, there's a Badoo, and what was the other one? A Pavilion. 3 in the span of 5 minutes. And I wasn't even trying to get them. Genuinely, like, insane. I don't know the exact reason. Maybe I just got, like, insanely lucky. But it should not be that easy. They gotta raise the difficulty on it somehow. I don't know the exact way to do that, but like, come on. I crave the dopamine hit of getting a shiny that, you know, I actually earned. Yeah, I'm sitting on my butt for hours getting a worthless piece of digital whatever, just a different colored little animal. But I like to do it because it's fun. I like sinking hours into something that doesn't really matter because it's just enjoyable to me. And it kind of feels empty when it's that easy. And with that, this is just the stupidest thing. I hope they don't shiny lock starters and legendaries. I mean, they're going to. That there's no reason for them to stop doing that. I don't know why they do it, to be honest, but they're still gonna do it. I just wish they didn't, because resetting the game over and over to get a shiny shiny starter, that's just fun to me. I know I've already been all over the place, but I'm gonna get even more all over the place. Just gonna talk about random thoughts. So who do I want? What animals do I want for starters? Let's see. I'd love one of them to be a goat, one of them a platypus. Both of those I feel like, I don't think we've gotten those. Yeah, we haven't. But I mean, I like goats. Those are just like usually the most common ones that people want. Everything I say is just I can't speak. Regurgitated Twitter opinions. I mean, if you're watching my videos, can you not tell? I'm literally just like a filter that everything goes through. I don't have any of my own opinions. I'm a sheep. But yeah, what other animals would be cool? Have we gotten a water cat yet? I feel like a water cat could be pretty fun because we had Litleo, Midas, OW2. Yeah, no, I don't think we've had a water cat. I think that would be pretty cool. Although then you wouldn't be able to do platypus as water, which I feel like that's pretty necessary. Although maybe you could do it grass. I see so many cool starter arts all the time, and I love it so much. I really do hope they make some cool box art legendaries this time, because I don't know about y'all, but Koraidon and Miraidon they weren't doing it for me. I love Scarlet and Violet, but those main legendaries were They were kind of ugly. I mean, it's kind of hard when they're just like future motorcycle and past motorcycle. Oh, but back on the starter conversation, they probably wouldn't do platypus because they did a duck water starter last time. Pokemon Day is like in a week and a half or something, so maybe they'll reveal it then. It'd be probably a pretty good time to do it. Um, Gosh, this video is really bad. Not bad. It's alright. I've released a lot worse. But I really do hope y'all enjoyed. Try my hardest to get a video out every week, so this is what results. This week I've had like 10 tests. Anyone else feel me there? College is tough. Engineering is tough. But I really do love making these videos, and I hope I can keep going. Thank you to Hyperion, of course, for being a channel member. You're greatly appreciated. Anyone want to join him to support? To help me keep going, keep making these videos? That'd be awesome. But you know, it works just as well. Subscribing, liking, sharing. What are the other things? Commenting. In the comments, let me know what you guys want to see from Gen 10. Anyways, I do hope y'all enjoyed this thrown together video. God bless. Have a great night or day, whatever it is for you. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.